All right, we're the Bourbon Junkies.
Already
and
did that.
I'm Dan, and he's Sean.
Already did that.
And today is a day of worship. Kentucky Owl worship. People are upset about this bottle, let me tell you.
I love that stuff.
You think this will be the most controversial bottle of the year? Very possible. Weller Foolproof might be the only one that will be more controversial. So, ooh. You switch hitter. You switch hitter now?
That's what I do, man.
All right, I don't hate that. Here's the thing, if only you could bartend.
Yeah, I wish you'd stop pouring stuff.
Me too, I should. We just lose half our subscriber base if I stop pouring this.
Yeah, because you'd be out here right now.
So the idea behind this bottle is, this is Kentucky Owl's new bourbon. No age statement, that pissed people off. No sourcing info whatsoever, that pissed people off.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's no mash bill info.
No.
Also upset people.
Actually, as we're drinking this, you're going to look to the this part of the screen in front of Dan, and it's just going to be full of question marks.
So no age statement, no source information, no mash bill information, and
I can tell you the price.
A relatively low proof. It is 48.2%, 96.4 proof.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, everybody's upset about that.
It's not a bad proof.
We'll see. I don't hate that.
If you're above 90, I feel like you're usually a good proof.
That's so. I agree. I think Promise of Hope is 92 or something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere in it's very close. Promise of Hope doesn't have to be your favorite. It's really good whiskey.
I mean,
4 grains, 50%. What is this? This is 48%.
Yeah.
It's not drastically different.
Well, it's not the same, but the Woodford Rye, they barrel everything, or bottle everything at 90.4.
But
Woodford
that's
Rye.
also $40.
Yeah.
This is 150.
Yeah.
In Michigan. In other states, it's 130.
29.
130. So, interesting. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm not gonna judge it yet.
Smell a little young to you.
A little bit. I'm not gonna judge it.
Maybe I got a dirty glass of me.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
I know for a fact it's not, because I smelled this glass before we put anything in it, so I would know.
So did I, Dan, but I was really hoping.
Okay, it's getting a little bit better. You wait until I read you the tasting notes of this whiskey. You're gonna lose it.
There's like a...
It's getting better. It's opening up. It's getting
It's like,
better.
there's a little bit of red fruit. I keep getting like this peppermint in the back.
Oh my gosh.
What? Say
you
something.
always say, "Ooh, it's got cooling properties." Menthol. That's what you always say. So,
Tell me you don't smell a little bit of peppermint.
I'm gonna tell you, I smell no peppermint.
You're just dead wrong.
I do get caramel. I get a lot of the stereotypical notes, but on top of that, some red fruit.
And there's definitely a hint of earthiness that I'm gonna call youngness.
I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
It starts with a V. What's vegetable?
Vegetable.
Nope. So it smells a little bit young, and here is the issue. I haven't tasted it yet. It's not allowed to smell young for $150. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying at $150, it's not allowed to smell young. It smells like sweet strawberries to me, with a little bit of a small smell like green grass in it.
Wow. Oh. Alright. Whoa, that is really weird. Like, I took a drink, was like,
Oh.
it just keeps
Oh, it's so much better.
It just keeps building
Oh,
and
it's
building.
so much better
Like,
than it
I can
smells.
feel that in my lungs.
Well, that's because you inhaled it.
No, I didn't pull you.
No, that was wrong.
Like,
It
there
tastes-
was a hug to it, like way down.
But it's more like my body's warm, not like I have heartburn.
Yeah.
Does that make
That's
sense?
a nice little hug, little Kentucky.
Like I
hug
feel like
there.
I'm gonna start sweating, not like I need to take Tums. You know? Like it's not a burn, it's like a warmth.
It's sitting right there.
It's like in the winter, I would be warmer than I was before I drank it. The palate and finish is significantly better than the nose. Significantly. I think the nose is opening up a little bit. I get caramel covered strawberries at this point.
There's like I'm torn. There's like a dark fruit in there.
Oh my gosh, it's just getting so caramely.
Like right mid palate, there's a really, really strong dark fruit. Trying to decide what I feel it is.
This is the most, like, it's so subtle and it's so delicate and kind of like, I wouldn't say flat, but On the palate, it's like very subtle, like low laying. And then when you swallow it, the finish just starts to ramp up.
Dude, that's
it just
what I'm saying.
ramps.
Like when I took a drink and you were like, it can't taste like that. And I was like, ugh, it doesn't taste great. And then I was like, whoa, holy smokes. Like it's all finish.
But
like,
the
you're
finish
like,
is amazing.
You're like, ooh, it's not bad. It's not okay. Oh.
The finish
it just
hangs,
opens up.
The finish hangs around in the back of my tongue, like back of my throat. Not in the front at all.
Like all the way
yeah.
down.
But the flavor feels like it's somehow here.
Uh-huh.
Not like, you know. So the story behind Confiscated
They stole it.
is no, be a good story. And then they sold it, and they're like, "Listen, we stole that.
Larceny.
We stole that whiskey, and we're selling it now." Everybody's like, "You can't." And he's like, "We did.
Just did. You
We
bought
did.
it.
You didn't know until you bought it."
You're all accomplices.
It just comes with a note that said this shit was stolen. Dixon Dedman from Kentucky Owl from the Beaumont Inn. He does like the Kentucky Owl bourbons, Kentucky Owl Rise. He Stoli owns them now. He came up with this one. This is different than the Wise or like the normal Kentucky Owl batch 8-9 bourbon or whatever. It's supposed to be a tribute, like a throwback, because Dixon's grandpa was making bourbon.
Okay.
The government came and seized all his whiskey, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Come to find out,
He didn't have a license.
they didn't ever give it back, and nobody knows where any of it went.
Oh.
It's
That's
probably
a very neat story.
It's
then.
probably in the orphan barrel bottles.
Yeah.
I would imagine that
Diageo
too.
was like, thanks, bro.
Yeah, because Stoli didn't own them
Yeah.
then. So Diageo was like, "We're huge, bro. You guys got a bunch of barrels that've been already old, you know."
I guess we'll take them.
Yeah, they're orphans. So
Income's record.
yeah, Diageo came and put them in a few warehouses. Said we found them. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So realistically, nobody ever knew where they went except whoever took them. I'm sure somebody in the government. Nobody ever drank them that anybody knew of. And this is like a throwback of the whiskey that was confiscated, which actually shut Kentucky Owl down for a long time, which is why it's a revival brand now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neat.
The earthy note comes through on the palate a little. But man, mid-tongue, after I swallow, just crazy red fruit, and then it just ramps up into like this really good sweet.
So I think it starts like a chocolate-covered raisin almost. Like it's a bit darker, a little like more subdued of a flavor.
Okay.
And you're like, ooh, and then you get that crazy red fruit, and then it just blossoms into caramel.
Yeah.
Caramel oak. And a little light on the oak.
Tiny
heavy on
bit
the,
of oak.
More heavy on the caramel.
This is blended whiskey.
That just hangs and hangs.
I'm very surprised that it sticks around at all for being like
96,
48%.
yeah.
Or 48, yeah. It's
That is
really interesting. This is how we felt when we drank Promise of Hope. We both said it was really good from Parker's Heritage.
Promise of Hope had
But-
something I've never
Experienced
before.
I don't think I've ever had something that did this either.
The
Promise of
crazy
Hope.
finish, you're
The
saying?
Promise of Hope on the palate was like this roller coaster.
Dude,
It would come and go.
I don't know what was happening there.
It would come
was
and go
like
for 3 minutes at a time.
when we talk about like flavors fighting each other in like a bad way, where you're like, they're like crashing in. Like that had some flavors that were fighting with each other, but it was amazing
Yeah.
the way like whatever was bouncing back and forth. You're like, what?
Super good. But this does that in a different way where
Yeah.
it kind of like surprises you in the finish because
Yeah.
you don't expect that much. And then it's such a slow ramp. It's such a slow climb to the top of that mountain.
I like it a lot.
It's too expensive.
Yep.
That's its problem. It's good whiskey. And if it was,
B minus.
ooh, that's so high.
So it's price tag.
I'm saying B- is too high because of the price tag.
Oh, you're like more in the C range.
If this was an $80 whiskey, would you buy it if you already had a bottle?
Probably not.
Then that's half,
Yeah.
roughly. This is my problem.
He's not wrong. C plus.
The thing is how much do you give the grade because it's so interesting, not because it's really good?
I'm going all interesting right now. Like it's not good, but it's not bad.
It is.
It's pretty, but it offers something that's really interesting to me. Like the ride your palate gets to take on this one. Every drink, it has that same ramp, and then it gives you that nice long like hug down in here. And the flavor sits there. You're like, wow, that's not bad. And then I remember it's $150, and I'm like, dang, Dude,
Dude, I get
buy
a
a lot
little-
of whiskey for $150.
At the very beginning of the finish, I get a little bit of like barrel toasted notes.
Okay.
Just a little tiny bit of like this nice toastiness. You know what I mean?
I think I give that.
Not char.
Yeah, I'm giving that the chocolatey flavor.
Yeah.
Like
I'm leaning towards more like a toasted marshmallow kind of thing, or almost like a burnt marshmallow. Almost
okay.
burnt. You know what I mean?
It's good.
All right, cool. My grade. I'm gonna go.
Hit me with it.
I'm kind of leaning on that B minus, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. I was at B minus. You talked me out of a B minus.
I'm gonna say C plus,
Damn right.
based on the price.
Yeah.
If this is a $50 bottle, I would consider buying it over and over.
Third of the price. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. We're the Bourbon Junkies. This is the end of the episode.
Wow.
There'll be another one on Thursday, and then there'll be another one on the next Monday, and then probably the next Thursday, and then Monday, and then Thursday. And then, check out our Patreon, check out our Teespring.
Eventually we'll hit our Patreon goal and we'll put out an extra video.
Yeah, it'd be cool to hit it by this video. Who knows? Kind of on track. Who knows? When we hit $100 on Patreon a month, we're going to put out an extra video a month based on Patreon.
Dan's gonna make up Patreon subscribers. Just it's himself, paying himself.
But I'll stop this first.
Proofs in the pour.
Proofs in the pour. We didn't even say it in the last video.
No. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
I said proofs in the cocktail.
Oh, that's a good one.